Does it bother anyone else when someone comes up to you and says, no offense, but, and then proceed to say something very, very offensive? That really bugs me, and I'm just gonna tell you why. I'm just gonna spend this next 5 minutes, I don't know, I'm just gonna spend my time telling you guys why those 3 words bug me. Okay, so, well, it's not even so much as the words, it's so much as what people do with those words and what people think those words allow them to do. First of all, I don't understand the point of I don't even understand the point of the phrase no offense, but at one point I understood the phrase, and then now I don't understand the phrase. When I understood it, it was basically, you know, you say no offense, so then, you know, after you say something very offensive, they know that you don't mean to offend them. But then at the same time though, now I look at it and I'm like, you saying no offense, but at the same time you're about to say something incredibly offensive to the other person, and that other person is probably gonna be offended. That's just gonna make the whole no offense but point thing, you know, phrase pointless, because they're gonna feel offended by it, you know? A lot of people think that they can get away with insulting people just by saying no offense but, because that's usually how it happens. What happens is someone goes, no offense Jay, but you're an idiot, and then I get mad at them, and then they're like, dude, stop overreacting, man, I just said no offense, don't take it to heart. You're telling me so basically you're trying to tell me, or you're trying to dictate how I should feel after you said something offensive to me. No, that's not how it works. If you say something offensive to me and I take offense to it, then I will feel offended and I will fire back. Okay, that is how it works. You don't sit there and insult someone and expect them to not go off on you or not fire back with words. Okay, it's like people think that the phrase no offense but allows them to insult people and then get away with it, and without the other person even being able to fire back at them because they said no offense. It's like the other person is not allowed to feel offended after they've been insulted, and I honestly think that's fucking stupid. That's so stupid. If you say something offensive to anybody, they have every fucking right to feel offended, because you just said something offensive to them. There is really, honestly, if you're gonna insult somebody, if you're gonna say something offensive to anybody, just say it. Don't even add the no offense part to it, okay? Don't add LOL JK, don't add no offense, don't do any of that shit. If you're gonna insult someone, just do it. I'm not saying that insulting people is a good thing to do, because it's not, okay? I've done my fair share of insults and it's ended terribly. But at the same time, like, if you're going to insult someone, don't say no offense. Don't say no offense, bro. LOL JK. You know, I don't know. Just don't do it. Just go ahead and insult them. Or I mean, and if you're on that friendship level of where you can insult each other and not hate each other or not take offense to what the other person is saying, then that's fine. You know, I've reached those friendship levels with people where I will sit there and I will call them a scrub over and over and over again, and they naturally know I mean no harm by it. I don't sit there and say no offense but, because I fully intend to offend them, but they don't take offense to it though. You know, like, I probably just contradicted myself like hugely right there, I know, but it's like, I don't say no offense but before or after I insult anyone. I just go and insult them, and if they take offense to it, then I'm like, okay, I apologize for my offensive statement, I will not do it again. Simple as it gets. Some people don't understand that, and they like to get mad at you and call you, and they say you overreact to stuff. So basically, I'm not allowed to react to something that was said to me in a negative way. I can't. Something negative was said to me and I can't react to it. Like seriously, just the other day, someone called me stupid in my mentions on Twitter. I was like, I warned them I was gonna block them because they insulted me, right? They called me stupid, and then I was like, you know, hey, do you want to be blocked? Please stop. Or actually, I didn't even say please stop. I just said then stop. I was like, stop, just don't. I was like, don't do it, just don't. And then they sit there and try to pass off their insult as a joke. First of all, I don't even know who this person is. They tried to sit there and pass their insult off as a joke, said to me that I was overreacting, and then proceeded to say that, you know, oh, I just lost a follower and a sub. And I'm like, don't let the door hit you on the way out, because obviously you don't think you're in the wrong for sitting there and insulting me, even though you said it's a joke. But obviously you can't joke with everyone the same fucking way. And obviously they weren't joking, because obviously they weren't joking. Like, they were not joking, obviously. But it doesn't even matter anymore. The point is, don't say no offense, but, because there's no point in saying it, because what happens is you're gonna say something offensive right after it, and the other person is probably gonna feel offended by it. Or if they don't feel offended by it, then you're on that friendship status to the point where you can insult each other and no one is hurt. I don't know, but like, seriously, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, no offense, but no, it's just so stupid. It's so stupid. It doesn't give anyone the right to sit there and be offensive right afterwards. It doesn't give anyone the right to do that. Honestly, if someone came up to me in real life and said, no offense, but you're one ugly motherfucker, I can't be held responsible for my hand going Mach 5 across their face. That's all I'm saying.